Today's thought is, the tongue has no bones but is strong enough to break a heart. So be careful with your words. I repeat it again. The tongue has no bones but is strong enough to break a heart. So be careful with your words. Good morning everyone. Welcome back. I hope all of you are fit and fine or safe at home. This is our poem number 3 and the name of the poem is Macavity, the Mystery Cat. It is written by the famous poet T.S. Eliot. This is my lecture number 1 of the same poem. This poem is taken from Honeydew book. Students, today in this video, first of all, we shall read each stanza in detail line by and also learn the meanings of difficult words along with detailed summary. After then, we shall discuss the homework solution of the homework which was assigned you in lecture number 1 of chapter 7, sequence of tenses. Before start reading the poem in detail, let us know about the poet first. T.S. Eliot's full name is Thomas Stearns Eliot. He was born on 26 September 1888 at Missouri in USA, that is United States of America. He has completed his PhD in philosophy from Harvard University in USA. He was famous for his notable works, that is The Wasteland, Four Quatrains and Murder in Cathedral, etc. He was awarded with Nobel Prize in Literature and Order of Merit. He died on 4th January 1965 when he was 76 years old at London in England. This was all about the poet. Let us know what are the objectives of the poem. Number 1. To enable the emotional attachment in the students to the pets. Number 2. To communicate with their pet and understand their feeling. Number 3. To be familiar with the different actions and reactions of the pets. Number 4. To enable the students to share their personal experiences. Number 5. To enable them to express themselves in grammatically correct language. Number 6. To enable the learners to extrapolate from the given text. Number 7. To sensitize the students to the feelings of an individual. Number 8. To enable the students to think of an alternative ending of the story. Number 9. To enable them to use new words and phrases in their own language. So these were the objectives of the poem. Let us know what are the key points of the poem. Number 1. The present poem is a beautiful poem on a mischievous cat named Macavity. Number 2. Though all the pet cats are not so mischievous, Macavity is so, and it is a mystery cat for the poet. Number 3. In this poem, the poet has used personification as he used he for the cat instead of it. Personification means it is a figure of speech in which a thing, an idea or an animal is given human attributes. Number 4. This poem is an account of the crimes committed by the mischievous cat, Macavity. So these were the key points of the poem. Before start reading the poem in detail, first of all, let's see the introduction of the poem. Macavity, the Mystery Cat is written by the famous poet T.S. Eliot. It is a long poem about a villainous, means evil, and wicked cat. The poem describes how he manages to commit all types of crimes and always escapes from being caught. He is used here for cat. Breaks all the laws, yet the police fails to catch him. He also has some alibi. Alibi means his companions in crime. The poem is a light in tone and theme is not serious. It is humorous in nature. Or in simple way, we can say that Macavity is a mystery cat because no crime agency was ever able to arrest this criminal mastermind during or after his committing a crime. He is too clever to leave any evidence of his guilt. He is a puzzle for every detective agency in the world, including Scotland Yard and Flying Squad, who are specialized investigating crime. So this was a short introduction of the poem. So now let's read the poem to know about in detail. Let's see stanza 1. Macavity is a mystery cat. He is called the hidden paw. Paw means an animal's foot having claw and pads. The poet says that the poem is about a cat called Macavity. He is also called the hidden paw. For he is the master criminal who can defy the law. Defy means disobey. The cat is a great criminal. He has openly disobeyed the law. He is the bafflement. Bafflement means confusion of Scotland Yard. Scotland Yard means the headquarters of the London police force. The Flying Squad means a group of police. Despair. Despair means pain. Yet the police of Scotland Yard is helpless before Macavity. Sometimes the flying squads run after it. However, the squad is always disappointed. Or we can say that Macavity is a mystery cat because no crime agency was ever able to arrest this criminal mastermind during or after his committing a crime. He is too clever to leave any evidence of his guilt. He is a puzzle for every detective agency in the world, including Scotland Yard and Flying Squad, who are specialized investigating crime. For when they reach the scene of crime, Macavity is not there. The cat is never found by it or by them. Macavity moves much faster than the Flying Squad. Or we can say that Macavity is too clever to caught and he is nowhere near at the crime spot. So let's see the complete explanation of stanza 1. The poet says that Macavity is a mystery cat and is known by the name of hidden paw. Paw means an animal's foot having claw and pads. In the first letters of the phrase Macavity cat are written in capital letters. It is written so because it is a name of a particular animal and it is a proper noun. He is known as hidden paw because he is the master criminal and can defy the law. Defy means disobey. He is the bafflement of Scotland Yard and despair of the Flying Squad. Bafflement means confusion. Despair means pain. Flying Squad means a small group of police or soldiers ready to move into action quickly. And the meaning of Scotland Yard is the headquarters of the London police force. In other words, we can say that he has made the police of Scotland confused because when the police reaches the scene of crime, the scene of crime means after he commits the crime, or we can say crime spot, or a crime scene is the place that is being investigated by the police because a crime has taken place there. He vanishes away, or we can say he disappears from there, from that place, crime spot. Let's see stanza 2. Macavity, Macavity, There is no one like Macavity. The poet repeats the word Macavity. It suggests that police are searching for him everywhere. According to the poet, there is no one like Macavity. Or we can say that the poet is sure that there has been no creature like Macavity. He is broken every human law. He breaks the law of gravity. Macavity has broken not only human laws but even the laws of nature. His power of levitation would make a fakir stare. Levitation means floating in the air without support. Stare means surprise. He floats in the air without any support. Thus, he breaks the nature's law of gravitation. The fakirs are supposed to have some magical powers, but even they surprise or stare upon Macavity. And when you reach the scene of crime, Macavity is not there. Yet the wonder of wonders is that when one rushes to the scene of crime, Macavity is not found. Or we can say that Macavity is too clever to be caught, and he is nowhere, never at the crime spot. You may seek him in the basement. Basement means under the earth. You may look upon in the air. In the air means in the sky. Those who look after him find him neither in the basement, that is under the earth, nor in the air, that is the sky. But I tell you once and once again, Macavity is not there. So the poet tells again that he is not at the crime spot. It is useless to search him there. Now let's see the complete explanation of stanza 2. The poet repeats the word Macavity. It suggests that police are searching for him everywhere. According to the poet, there is no one like Macavity, as he has broken every human law as well as the law of gravity. Here, the meaning of law of gravity is that no one can vanish away, but Macavity does. Macavity's powers of levitation. Levitation means floating in the air without any support. So why the cat is able to float in the air? Because he has broken the rule of the gravity. Can make a fakir stare. Fakir means religious man. Stare means surprise. After committing a crime, he vanishes away. So when anybody reads the scene of the crime, he will not able to find him. Though he may search him on the ground, means below, or in the air, means above. So the poet tells again that he is not there. It is useless to search for him. Let's see stanza 3. Macavity is a ginger cat. He is very tall and thin. The poet introduces him as a ginger cat, as he is very tall and thin. Or we can say Macavity is a very special cat. He is very tall and thin like a ginger. You would know him if you saw him, for his eyes are sunken in. Sunken in means deep set in. It is very easy to recognize him. His eyes are deep set in his face. His brow is deeply lined with thoughts. Brow means forehead. His head is highly domed, means covered. His brow has deep wrinkles, as if he is lost in deep thoughts. Or we can say his brows are deeply lining as a result of continuous planning of crime. His coat is dusty from neglect. His whiskers are uncombed. Whiskers means hair. Due to constant neglect, his skin is full of dust. He never combs his hair. He sways his head from side to side with movements like a snake. Sways means moves. You will find him swaying means moving his head from side to side just as a snake does. Or we can say his movements resemble that of snake. And when you think he is half asleep, he is always wide awake. Means when you feel he is asleep, he is only dozing. In fact, Macavity is always alert and planning. Now let's see the complete explanation of stanza 3. The poet introduces him as a ginger cat, as he is tall and thin. One will know that if he sees him, his eyes are sunken in. Sunken in means fallen in. His eyebrows are deeply lined with thought, that is, make him look like a villain. His head is domed. Domed means round. His coat is dusty as he does not keep himself clean. His whiskers, whiskers means hair, are uncombed and he keeps swaying, means moving his head from one side to the other, that are similar to the movements of a snake. When someone would think that he is half asleep, in reality he is awake and in a complete sense. Let's see stanza 4. Macavity, Macavity, there is no one like Macavity. In final stanza, the poet says that Macavity is very unique. There is no one like Macavity, as there can be no cat as confident, as charming as him. For he is a fiend and feline shape, a monster of depravity. Fiend means devil, feline means cat, monster means devil, depravity means moral corruption. Macavity is a devil in cat shape. He is morally corrupt. You may meet him in a by street, means private street. You may see him in the square, means mall. Ordinarily, you can find him anywhere, in a private street or in a mall. But when a crime discovered, then Macavity is not there. Means, but whenever his crime is discovered, you will not find him there, means at the crime spot. Or we can say that, however, when you want to punish him for a crime, he is nowhere to be seen. So this was the poem. Let's see the explanation of stanza number 4. According to the poet, no one is like Macavity, as he is fiend, means evil spirit, in feline, means cat shape. He is a monster of depravity, that is, he is morally corrupt. One can find and meet him in a by street. By street means private street. Or in a square. Square means small. But after his crime is discovered, he vanishes away and cannot be found. So now let's see the complete summary of the poem. Macavity, a master criminal. The poem is about a cat called Macavity. He is also called the hidden paw. The cat is a criminal. He has openly disobeyed the law. Yet, police of Scotland is helpless before Macavity. Sometimes the flying squad runs after him. However, the squad is always disappointed. The cat is never found by them. Macavity moves much faster than the flying squad. Macavity, a breaker of the laws of nature. The poet is sure that there has been no creature like Macavity. Macavity has broken not only human laws but even the laws of nature. He floats in the sky without any support. Thus, he breaks the nature's law of gravitation. The fakirs are supposed to have some magical powers, but even they stare. Stare means surprise upon Macavity. Yet, the wonder of wonders is that when one rushes to the scene of the crime, Macavity is not found. Those who look after him find him neither in the basement, that is under the earth, nor in the air, that is the sky. Macavity appearance. Macavity is a very special cat. He is very tall and thin like a ginger. It is very easy to recognize him. His eyes are deep set in his face. His brow has deep wrinkles as if he is lost in deep thoughts. Due to constant neglect, his skin is full of dust. You will find him swaying his head from side to side just as a snake does. He is an expert cheat. When you feel he is asleep, he is only dozing. In fact, Macavity is always alert. Macavity's character. Macavity is a unique cat. He is evil of incarnate. Ordinarily, you can find him anywhere, in a by-street, that is private street, or in a square, that is mall. However, when you want to punish him for a crime, he is nowhere to be seen. So, this was the summary of the poem Macavity the Mystery Cat. Students, you have to complete your homework on the basis of the poem explained by me. And your homework is read poem 3 and write word meanings highlighted in the video. Based on the understanding of the poem, write the answers of the questions mentioned in the book Honeydew as page number 51 and 52. Working with the poem, question number 1 to 7. Students, since you are not having your Honeydew book with you, so here in this video I have mentioned your homework in detail. Answer the following questions. Question number 1. Read the first stanza and think. Part 1. Is Macavity a cat really? Part 2. If not, who can Macavity be? Question number 2. Complete the following sentences. Number 1. A master criminal is one who dash. Number 2. The Scotland Yard is baffled because dash. Number 3. Dash because Macavity moves much faster than them. Question number 3. A cat, I am sure, could walk on cloud without coming through. Written by Jules Verne. Which law is Macavity breaking in the light of the comment above? Question number 4. Read stanza 3 and then describe Macavity in 2 or 3 sentences of your own. Question number 5. Say false or true for each of the following statements. Number 1. Macavity is not an ordinary cat. Number 2. Macavity cannot do what a fakir can easily do. Number 3. Macavity has a supernatural powers. Number 4. Macavity is well dressed, smart and bright. Number 5. Macavity is a spy, a trickster and a criminal, all rolled in one. Question number 6. Having read the poem, try to guess whether the poet is fond of cats. If so, why does he call Macavity a fiend and monster? Question number 7. Has the poet used exaggeration for special effect? Find a few examples of it and read those lines aloud. So you may do true false in your book only, or you can do true false in your book only. Students, in this video we shall discuss the homework solution of the homework which was assigned you in lecture number 1 of chapter 7, Sequence of Tenses. It is taken from PC Wren's grammar book. Students, we have already discussed the rules of forming sequence of tenses in lecture number 1 of chapter 7. As I assigned you homework which was to be done by you on the basis of your understanding, and your homework was read chapter 7 sequence of tenses from the book or video, and based on the understanding of the topic do exercise mentioned in the book PC Wren's grammar as page number 41, exercise number 1. Let's discuss the exercise in detail. Exercise number 1. Insert the correct form of the verbs in the following sentences. Number 1. As he dash not there, I spoke to his brother. Answer is was. It is followed by rule number 1, that is, if a principal clause is in past tense, then the verb of the subordinate clause may be followed by past tense. Number 2. He ran away because he dash afraid. Answer is was. It is followed by rule number 1, that is, if a principal clause is in past tense, then the verb in the subordinate clause may be followed by past tense. Number 3. He ran as quickly as he dash. Answer is could. It is followed by rule number 1. Number 4. Wherever there is coal, you dash find iron. It is followed by rule number 2, that is, a present or future tense in the principal clause may be followed by any tense required by the sense in the subordinate clause. Answer is will. Number 5. So long as the train dash, I stayed at home. Answer is continued. It is followed by rule number 1. Number 6. You may sit wherever you dash. Answer is like. It is followed by rule number 2. Number 7. I forgive you since you dash. Answer is repent. It is followed by rule number 2. Number 8. He rested his horse for it dash. Answer is limped. It is followed by rule number 1. Number 9. We shall wait here until you dash. Answer is come. It is followed by rule number 2, exception number 1. If the subordinate clause is introduced by until and the principal clause is in the simple future tense, then the subordinate clause must be in the simple present tense. Number 10. He went to Kolkata so that he dash find work. Answer is might. It is followed by rule number 3. That is, when the subject clause is introduced with conjunction of purpose that, we use might in the subordinate clause if the principal clause is in the past tense. So this is the end of the lecture. At last, I would like to say that complete your work in a neat and clean handwriting in your book or in your notebook. Students, if you like our videos, please hit on the like button and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.